What if I told you that one man revolutionized television, not by following trends, but by daring to be different?
I am pleased to present Sheriff Farrah Fawcett, Goldie Hawn, Mr. Paul Newman.
In a world where talk shows focused on celebrities and fluff, Phil Donahue turned the camera on the real issues. And in doing so, he didn't just change TV, he changed our society. Phil Donahue wasn't your typical TV host. He was a disruptor, a pioneer, and most importantly, a storyteller with a purpose.
First of all, you don't have to be gay to get this.
As we reflect on his remarkable life, following his passing on August 18, 2024, at the age of 88, let's explore how his journey can inspire and motivate us to live with passion, resilience, and a relentless commitment to what we believe in. The year was 1967. The world was in the midst of social upheaval, with the civil rights movement, the Vietnam War, and the feminist movement gaining momentum. Television at the time was a place of comfort, escapism, and light entertainment.
The 30, and he's tackled hard on the 28-yard line.
I could have gone all the way.
But Phil Donahue saw something more. He saw an opportunity to use TV as a platform for real change. And that's exactly what he did. Donahue was different. Where others shied away from controversy, he leaned into it. His show wasn't just another daytime distraction. It was a platform where the toughest questions were asked and the most pressing issues were debated. From race relations to women's rights, from religion to politics.
Are you an entertainer or are you a committed person to black people?
Phil brought it all to the table, often at great personal and professional risk. And here's the lesson. When you believe in something, truly believe in it, you have to be willing to take those risks, to stand in the fire if that's what it takes. But it wasn't just the topics that set Phil apart, it was the way he approached them. Phil Donahue didn't just ask questions. He listened. He gave people, ordinary people, a voice. His audience wasn't just a passive group of spectators. They were active participants in the conversation. This was unheard of at the time. By passing the microphone to his studio audience, Phil empowered them to share their stories, their pain, their triumphs. He knew that everyone has a story worth telling, and that's something we can all take to heart. Imagine being someone in that audience, someone who had never been heard before. And suddenly, there's this man, on national television, who's asking you what you think, who's truly interested in your experience. That's the power of empathy, the power of truly seeing and hearing others. In our own lives, how often do we really listen? How often do we take the time to understand someone else's story? Phil Donahue reminds us that empathy isn't just a nice to have, it's a game changer. Phil's journey wasn't without its challenges. His willingness to tackle tough issues often put him at odds with network executives and advertisers. There were times when his show was on the brink of cancellation, times when the critics were loud and unforgiving. But Phil didn't back down. He believed in the power of his platform and the importance of his mission. And that's another crucial lesson. When the going gets tough, when you face obstacles that seem insurmountable, that's when you dig in deeper. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about pushing forward, even when every step feels like a struggle. His resilience paid off. Over time, the Phil Donahue Show became a cultural phenomenon. It ran for 29 years, won 20 Daytime Emmy Awards, and inspired an entire generation of talk show hosts who followed in his footsteps. But more than that, Phil Donahue changed the way we think about television. He proved that TV could be a force for good, a medium that not only entertains, but also educates and empowers. And that, right there, is perhaps his greatest legacy. But even after his show ended in 1996, Phil didn't stop. He continued to advocate for the causes he believed in, using his voice to support peace, social justice, and the rights of the marginalized. Phil was never one to rest on his laurels. He understood that the work of making the world a better place is never done. That's something we can all take to heart. No matter where we are in our lives, no matter what we've accomplished, there's always more to do, more to give, more to fight for. So, what can we learn from Phil Donahue's incredible life? First, that courage means being willing to stand out, to be different, to challenge the norm. Second, that resilience is about pushing forward, even when it feels like the world is against you. Third, that empathy, truly listening and understanding others, is the foundation of meaningful connection. And finally, that our work, our impact, is never finished. There's always more to strive for, more ways to make a difference. Phil Donahue may have left this world on August 18, 2024, but his legacy lives on in the countless lives he touched, in the hearts and minds he opened, and in the change he inspired. As we say goodbye to this television legend, let's carry forward the lessons he taught us, to live boldly, to stand by our values, and to always seek to understand and uplift those around us. If Phil Donahue's life has inspired you, please like this video, share it with those who could use some motivation, and subscribe for more stories of remarkable individuals who have made a difference in our world. Let's keep Phil's legacy alive by continuing the conversations he started, by challenging ourselves to think deeper, and by striving to make our own mark on the world. Thank you for watching.